Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and thank you for tuning into a brand new episode of The Nation Wants to Know, and I'm Deepti Sachdeva. The Nation wants to know that since when has it become completely okay and fashionable to walk over Hindu faith? Why is, what has happened in Tirupati with the prasadam been normalized by Jagan Mohan Reddy? Why has he today come out and said this is only politics? Not a single word on the serious allegations. Not a, one single admission of the fact that yes, perhaps we overlooked these concerns and we are going to fix it. We are sorry for it. Jagan does not say that. Jagan only says that this is an attempt to politicize the entire issue. He says that Chandrababu Naidu and his government is mixing religion and politics. But if you look at these images on your screens, remember the prasadam is something that is first offered to the Lord. And then that prasadam is something that we all take. And it's not just an issue that affects the Hindus in the country. It's across the globe. And that is why we have seen so much of a shock. We've seen so much of an outrage over the entire story. So do Hindu rights not matter? Has it become fashionable to trample over the Hindu rights time and again? Can we think of a similar case and situation with any other faith? There are also charges today that have been raised on Jagan Mohan Reddy and his government of, trying this larger experiment. There have been a lot of these whispers of forced conversions also earlier in Andhra when Jagan Mohan Reddy was the chief minister. But is this just about the politics that we are seeing ensuing between these two leaders, Chandrababu Naidu on one hand and Jagan Mohan on the other? Or this is also about your and my faith? Can we normalize something like this? Who's responsible for what was happening? Who's responsible for the fact that this prasadam gets adulterated with fat oil, with lard? Lard, remember, is derived from the pig. For a moment, just think about this. This has been a story that has definitely bothered all of us, but we also have to see the kind of politics because we want accountability here. We've seen a lot of political parties today also raising concerns of why we should not have a CBI probe in the entire case right now. So let's begin first up by looking at the top responses on the story. How has Chandrababu Naidu today scaled up this entire issue? And he does say that this is an issue that warrants a full and a thorough investigation. We've also seen the board today speaking and accepting this adulteration. That now is an established fact, and also a response for the first time that has come in from Jagan Mohan Reddy, who's only playing politics, not admitting his guilt and not telling us why is it okay to trample over Hindu faith.
Adulteration has happened and they've used everything possible. They've used everything possible to adulterate the ghee. It's a very sentimental issue for us. It's a very sentimental issue personally for us as a family also. People gave us this great responsibility. We take it with a lot of, we are very careful about it. We take this responsibility with a lot of great pride and we ensure that we deliver on it. So definitely we're going to do an investigation. Whoever is behind this, we will not let them know. We will try them to the extent the law allows us to try them. I'm willing to watch take a, bow in front of the Lord and make it very clear that we have done nothing wrong. Nothing has been tampered. Why will we tamper as a state? It is them who mismanaged the fund. It is them who gave it to the worst of the worst contractors. And it is a known fact. You go to Tirumala, ask people, how was laddu in the past, how is laddu today? They'll clearly give you an idea. Will NDTV lie? It's so unfair. That is why I call him Feku Jagan. He loves to lie. Every day he lies. And he's also lying about the affairs of, TTD. See, as a chief minister, he might not know everything. But at least I think he should be honest about it. And his family member was the chairman for the longest of the time.
What I am trying to tell you is, see, before I had told you these facts, you were in a certain mental frame. Yes. And now I've revealed certain facts to you. Explained the process, explained how it's done. But this is not how politics are to be played around. No, because see, you cannot play around with your sentiment. This is not right. Nobody has the right to play around with your sentiment, which is the most derogatory thing to do. For any allegation, you should actually have certain substance. See, without substance, if you just want to make wild allegations for the sake of politics, then I think you should ask yourself whether those people are doing the right thing or wrong.
So a lot of charges versus counter charges, clearly a story that must reach a logical conclusion. Let's quickly introduce a panel of guests joining us. Vijay Kumar Niliyapam is the TDP spokesperson. Mithun Vijay Kumar is a political analyst on the show. Shyam Prasad Meka is senior leader of the Congress party. Sujata Mahesh represents the YSRCP. We are also waiting for Charu Pragya of the BJP to join us in just a moment. But Sujata ji, let's begin by asking you, is this just about politics for you? This is not about Hindu faith, so anyone can walk over Hindu faith and all that Jagan sees is politics in this?
Very good evening for all my co-panelists, and I would like to make clear this here. However, Chandrababu Naidu has given this very pathetic and unethical statements on the great Lord Venkateshwara, and all the pilgrims, their devotional feelings has been hurted here very badly. And Jagan Mohan Reddy garu explained how the ghee purity will be certified for every 6 months. It's not even, it doesn't matter which government is ruling in Andhra Pradesh. It's a autonomous body. TTD board is the autonomous body, and it has certain members and chairpersons. Okay, and for this ghee quality for every 6 months.
Did it have any link? Yes. Did it have any link then with the then chief minister and his uncle?
No, there is no link because it's an autonomous body, TTD board, and all the members, they were going to monitor everything, the ghee, purity of the ghee and everything.
So how did we have fish oil? How did we have beef tallow? How did we have lard?
First of all, this certification was released on July 12th of 2024. That means Chandrababu Naidu is the chief minister at that time. Okay.
So are you saying he himself did all this? He adulterated this and he's implicating himself?
Let me complete. Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu garu was released this statement on 18th of September. That means almost after 2 months, and he realized that he has to reveal that point. Why he's doing this such kind of nasty politics? Because Lord Venkateshwara, it's a worldwide pilgrims. Really, they feel really bad about this.
No, Sujata ji, you might be wanting to turn the table. See, I don't care about this political war of words between the TDP and the YSRCP. It does not matter to us as we are looking at this story. This is a story, ma'am, that affects, us as Hindus, not just in the country, but across the world. We've seen so many mails, we've seen so many calls coming to our newsrooms to ask, is this even real? Was the prasadam that people taking, was that adulterated with fish oil, beef tallow and lard?
Let me answer your question. Let me answer to your question. Between 2024 to 2019, Chandrababu Naidu ghee quality certified has been failed for 15 times. Understand? And between
Sujata ji, please, this is not a Chandrababu Naidu versus a Jagan Mohan Reddy war. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's, it's okay, it's really normal to trample Hindu faith, to walk over this because you believe that, Hindus can be abused like this. What can they do? They'll come, they'll outrage, you'll play politics and that will be the end of this.
No,
but let me get in the TDP, let me get in Vijay ji here into this conversation. Vijay ji, how do you respond to what you've just heard from Sujata? And I want an answer to the fact that how will we establish accountability? How will we fix accountability in the case?
Yes.
Yes, can you hear us, sir?
Yes, sir. You're asking me?
Yes. Vijay ji, go on.
Yes. Okay. The issue is not a new thing. At least as far as the national media is concerned, it may be a new thing. But for the pilgrims, for the people of Andhra, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, we have been crowing for the past 2 years, crowing from the rooftop that there is something wrong. We thought that they are using inferior ghee. That's what we were crowing all about. Chandrababu Naidu, as and when he has assumed the power on June 12th, the first time when he went to Tirumala, the first thing he said was, the cleansing will start from here only.
Then why you did not take the action?
For the past 5 years, Mr. Dharma Reddy, just madam please, Mr. Dharma Reddy, the EO who has just gone has the...
Sujata ji, we heard you, ma'am. We heard you. Please, let's listen in to what the TDP has to say. Then you can counter him, please. Yes.
Mr. Dharma Reddy, who has just left the temple on June 30th, has been a butt of so many anomalies in the Lord Venkateswara's temple. There have been so many anomalies. This prasadam issue is only a nail, just a small nail. There are so many issues we are talking about.
But Vijay ji, let's begin by dealing with the elephant in the room. You know, if this is true, if this particular lab report that you also had put out yesterday, and if this is true, I want to know that when will action be taken and against whom? Who was responsible for this?
Just a minute, ma'am. So the issue is the earlier government has resorted to give the contracts to private people, whereas we are going with the big cooperatives like Avin of Tamil Nadu and Nandiniya of Karnataka and our own things. So they have started to give. In February 2023, they have resorted to a new system of multi-procurement vendors, and they are given 10 lakh kgs of...
Why were they doing this, Vijayji? What is the charge?
This charge is in the books. The problem with private vendors is they procure from so many sources. So the traces...
Are you saying Jagan Mohan Reddy was well aware of all this? He was an equal participant in this sacrilege?
Ma'am, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy is a Christian. Let me be very, very plain. He never, the rule of tirumala says very unequivocally that any other person other than Hindu has to sign in the register. Has to sign, you or me or anybody. If you are not a Hindu man, Hindu man or woman, he has to sign. He and his father also, both the people, they never cared to even sign. They went inside with shoes. They have done all sorts of nonsense.
Okay, these are serious charges. Let me get in Mr. Meka. Before I get in Mithun into this conversation, and I'm still waiting for a BJP representative to join us. But Mr. Meka, how do you look at this entire issue? What is the position the Congress is taking on the entire issue, sir?
Deepti, this is a very sad thing. See, the Tirumala temple is the pride of our place. Let us not do politics over it. If there is an issue, let's handle it. Have the people accountable. Let's hold them accountable. But it's very, very sad. I am a student of SV University. I studied in Tirupati.
Who's playing politics? Mr. Meka, let's cut the chase, sir. I want to know who's playing politics. People want answers today.
No, Deepti, can you please repeat?
Mr. Meka, I'm asking you who's playing politics?
No, I'll tell you. Whoever, I don't care. See, the question is about the Tirumala temple. If there is an issue, I don't believe, as an individual, I don't believe whatever party it is, be it TDP, BJP, Congress, YSRCP, why will anybody tamper with the Tirumala?
So are you saying this report is fake, Mr. Meka? Are you saying this report is fake?
I don't know. We need more inputs on that.
No, but I mean, I don't understand. Why should anyone need more inputs? If there is a report, sir, even talking of the fish oil, the beef tallow and lard, why do you still want to give a long rope to Jagan Mohan Reddy? Should he not be accountable? Can he come forward to say that this is only politics?
Of that, then...
I'm losing your audio, Mr. Meka. I just want to get that better. Vijay, why don't you step into this conversation? How do you see this? I mean, will we never know that who is behind this? Because, you know, we must accept the fact that for a long, long time, there were a lot of these whispers. But for the very first time, you have a report that is talking of these adulterants. For the very first time, there is at least a proof in the public domain. Vijay, should we not know? Should we not ask who was behind this?
Deepti, the question is to me?
Yes, Vijay.
Yeah, I'm Mithun. Like, we have two Vijay's. So, See, the report that we are discussing about, it's not just any report like many of the panelists are saying. It's NDDB's, certified report that we have in front of us. And it says there is presence of animal fat in Tirupati laddoos. And that's not, a small thing. It's a serious issue. And this issue has not only raised serious questions about the misgovernance by Jagan Mohan Reddy's government, but it has also shaken the faith of millions of devotees, across the world, actually. So there are questions that people would like to know today, and you just can't, trivialize the whole matter by saying that TDP is playing politics. Why was the ghee brand, that was supplying ghee for these laddoos changed last year? That's a question that we would like to know, because it's only after that, the report is coming out with all these findings. So that is something the panelists, the YSRCP panelists must be answering. And the laddu is not just a sweet, but a sacred offering. So, how can, so how can a government make such, changes in a very careless manner, just onboarding any random...
But, Vijay, why has Jagan Mohan Reddy not answered any of these questions? These were questions that were asked of him. Why didn't he answer any of these questions? Vijay?
Okay, you're asking me? Okay.
Yes, go on, please.
That's where we are having doubts. That's where we are actually questioning, why is he silent? Why is he trying to divert the attention? Why is he, putting the blame on TDP? He's the one who's playing politics here. You can see that,
you say he's the one playing politics. Let me get Sujata to respond to that, and then I will also get in Charu into this conversation. Sujata ji, should a leader be allowed to play politics when it comes to faith, and especially Hindu faith, or it's okay to abuse Hindus like this?
On 12th of June, and he revealed on 18th of September who is playing the politics. Chandrababu Naidu is the playing politics here. And he is doing this, bad propaganda on Lord Venkateswara.
No, what will Chandrababu Naidu get out of this, Sujata ji? Can you tell me that? If he wants to implicate himself, why would he do that?
See, one second. One statement I want to give you. He want to divert the people's brain because the flood situation is going on in Andhra Pradesh because of his mistakes.
So you're saying this report is fake, ma'am? Sujata ji, are you then, ma'am, are you then alluding to the fact that this report is fake? It is doctored.
He is playing the politics here, not Jagan Mohan Reddy garu. Jagan Mohan Reddy.
Sujata ji, I asked you a simple question, ma'am. I'll repeat that again. Do you believe that this report then is fake?
See, the report has to provide the truth to the public and for the pilgrims throughout the world. That's what we are requesting. Even Jagan Mohan Reddy garu asked that why don't you put a sitting judge through the High Court, and why don't you do the inquiry? Because we are very transparent. What we have done in Tirupati Devasthana, pilgrims were very much happy.
No, Sujata ji, see, there is a problem and there is a pattern, Charu. I want you now, Charu, to also tell me that as the center, what can be done? Because this is something that obviously cannot be normalized. There are parties who say that Sanatan is much like dengue, malaria, and tons of these instances where this Sanatan hatred, Charu, is normalized in the country. But this is testing our patience. Charu, I mean, will we not say anything? Will we not act? What is it that the center can do?
We are also going to say what we feel and act on it deeply. I think the time is now high for us to not take this lying down. Hindus are always considered to be very tolerant, but our tolerance cannot be tested to its limits every single time. And I think this is a point where we need our government to take action and also hopefully take back controls of our temples. That is something that I firmly believe in as an Hindu, and now I'm not speaking as a BJP spokesperson, I'm speaking as a devotee, and I think the point that we actually are running tests today to figure out if there is animal fat in our prasad or not is horrible. It hurts sentiments. It does more than that. It shakes our faith in the people who've been managing our temples. Every single person who raised a voice of complaint was not heard. These are the very same people who allow other leaders to abuse Sanatan Dharma, call it all kinds of things, including AIDS and dengue and malaria and a virus, and it's not like they say it once and they apologize. They say it, they stick to it, and they make it their political plank. There is no place in a country like ours for leaders such as that, and this has to be taken seriously. It was every single thing that a Hindu considers it's not just about animal fat, it was beef fat, it was cow fat, there was fish oil. So all these things, I think the government now needs to take action against all the authorities, the junior most to the senior most. Whoever had this contract needs to be dealt with in a strict manner. But most importantly, we need the government now to make a rule which allows nobody to meddle in our astha.
So Charu, then should we believe that the BJP says that we must free the Hindu temples from government control? Are you a votary of that proposal? Will you do something about this?
I absolutely am, Deepti. I absolutely am. And I have been saying it for a very long time. It's not just about freeing Hindu temples. It's about establishing true secularism. If the places of worship of other communities are not under government rule, then why is it that the places of worship of the majority only remains under government rule?
Let's see how the Congress responds to that. Mr. Mecca, will you support such a bill? Will you support Charu Pragya when she says this?
One second. I will definitely answer that. But that's a diversion. The first point is, what is happening in Tirumala is very sad. As I told you, earlier we had the audio problem. I was from SU University. I have an emotional connect to the Tirumala temple. Let us not put these reports out saying something bad is happening in Kerala, which is very, very hurting to lot of people. No matter whether they are Hindus, Muslims, Christians, or atheists. See, the issue is, if there is an issue, let's understand. Let's not degrade the Tirumala temple and its prasadam. Okay, that's it. Now, coming to Charu's question now Charu is bringing the political angle to it. She's saying, what was she saying? Having the temple out of the control of the government. Right? Okay, who is stopping you? Do it.
You will support the BJP? You will support the BJP in that initiative?
Do it, no.
No, is that a challenge? Is that a dare, or is that an agreement, Mr. Mecca?
No, I'm telling you. Charu is just like BJP, he's starting just the headlines. He doesn't have the details. Okay? Give us to the people of this country.
No, much like Mr. Mecca, you had said that Ram Mandir bhi nahi banega. Much like you had said Article 370 will never be abrogated. I mean, I want to know, where does the Congress stand? Forget the BJP. Everyone needs to be together. If you think that this is not an issue that should unite all Hindus, I don't understand, Mr. Mecca, what else will? Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi can go temple hopping, but they don't criticize what Jagan Reddy here is alleged of doing.
I'm giving you a headline, listen to me. The government of India or the Republic of India has no interest in managing temples, mosques and churches.
Will you tell that to your ally? Will you tell that to your ally MK Stalin in Tamil Nadu? Will you say that to him?
No, I didn't say it to anybody. I'm talking on your show. I'm saying it to the country. Simple thing is, nobody, the Republic of India is not interested in managing any religious places. If the religious organizations can take care of them, we are fine. Only thing is, the people's property should be handed over to the people.
Okay, like they say, read between the lines. Read between the lines. I quickly want to get in Sujata before I get in Vijay Kumar ji and Mithun Vijay also to respond to this. Sujata ji, now clearly accountability needs to be fixed. If you're telling me that Jagan Mohan Reddy has zero responsibility, no one will accept that. Can you deny the fact that under Jagan Mohan Reddy, ma'am, that there have been multiple allegations of forced conversions?
See, here we are talking as a Hindus. We are not talking as a parties here, because we need to protect Lord Venkateshwara, because all over the world pilgrims, they have, we have to protect the devotional feelings and all, right? So here we are talking as Hindus, and in India, like there are so many committees like Vishwa Hindu Parishad and Bharatiya Janata Party. There are so many committees were involved in protecting Hindus, religions, and the purity and the devotional feelings and all. And what we are asking is, why don't you put some sitting judge committee inquiry and to get out the truth from these allegations? If there is no truth here, definitely Chandrababu Naidu is damaging pilgrims.
No, you are saying you're ready for any investigation. I'll give the last word to Vijay Kumar Niliapalam ji, who represents the TDP. Now, Vijay Kumar ji, are you open for this? Because Jagan Mohan Reddy and his party seems to say that this is nothing but slander. You're playing politics. You are playing, politics with the Hindu sentiments.
Ma'am, the report is not made or doctored or manufactured in AP. It has come from my NABL thing from Gujarat. Okay, so if they have any other problems with the report, they can as well go through. To some other things. The issue is Andhra Pradesh government has already started investigation into the process, and the executive officer has made a press conference today, and he has given his version. And from tomorrow, the government is going to go into the final points of this. And the second thing is, we are into the cleansing process, and already the old ghee stocks have been sent off, and from August 30th of this year, the new ghee from Karnataka Farmers Federation has come, and the new ghee is okay. Nobody is complaining, and we are also for an inquiry.
Because, Vijay Kumar ji, at the end of the day, like I said, this is about Hindu faith and Hindu astha. And Charu, for the longest time, both you and I are aware that we have normalized hatred, we've normalized Sanatan slander. That cannot continue. Charu, Sujata ji and all gentlemen, thank you so much. But this is a story that we'll keep our viewers on top of as we'll continue to track what happens next. Who's going to be accountable? Heading into a quick break.